joining us. Today I have an amazing guest. Her name is Ola Yemi. She's the author of this book that we are going to be discussing today, Well-Grounded Parenting.
Yes.
Let me introduce this book. I
Yes.
met you a few months ago
That's
at a
right.
conference, and
Yes.
I love. We were just talking naturally,
That's right.
wasn't it?
Yes.
And we get on so well because we were there
Yes.
for the same reason.
That's right.
For the well-rounded parenting.
That's right.
And when I start reading it, I first I skimmed through and then okay, this is good. It's got Bible scriptures as
Yes.
well with what you're talking about. The topic it coincides together. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yes.
And I wanted you to come on this show to talk more about it, to
Yes.
let people be aware of that we have people a woman of God, Christians that write book about parenting, and it's
That's
so
right.
great to have
Yes.
someone like you.
Thank you.
And more people need to know about this.
Yes.
This is why I ask you, like, okay, I need to share this. I need to share that because it's based on the word.
That's right.
And parenting with the word, we can never go wrong.
No. No.
Let's get into it. Chapter 1, Foundation.
Yes.
Yes. Good talk.
As we all know in life, foundation is very important. I mean, the Bible says we want to build a house, we will not first of all consider the cost.
Amen.
And then also when we talk about foundation, if you want to build a house, it depends on what type of house you want to build.
Yeah.
That will determine what kind of foundation.
Yes.
If you want to build a bungalow, you're not going to put a 10-story building foundation.
Yeah.
And that's applied to children as well. It depends on, I mean, if we want the best for our children, then the foundation got to be right.
Has to be right. Has
It's
to be.
got to be
yes.
right. And from my knowledge, is when children are under the age of 5,
Yeah.
between 3 and 5, whatever they're going to become is formed during that time.
Yeah.
So the foundation, that's what we call foundations, the information stage. I'm not sure that you've noticed during that age, they ask you a lot of questions. They
I
push
do.
your boundaries.
Yes.
You tell them to do this, they are kicking against it.
Yeah.
And that's the time that foundation got to be strong. That's the time you have to give them necessary information they need.
Yes.
For example, if a 3-year-old is coming back from school, from nursery or childcare, and the 3-year-old is asking you a question, that's the time to sit down and answer that question.
Yes.
Because otherwise, somebody else will be given the answer that might not be the right answer.
I agree.
So foundation
Yes.
stage is very, very key. If the child is going to be whatever they want to be, like during that 3 to 5, they will form their personality, they will form whatever they're thinking of becoming in the future is formed during that time.
Yes.
And when it's formed during that time, have you noticed that when a child is over 5-year-old and you are telling them something you haven't told them before when
Yeah.
they are under 5, they're like looking like you, like, why do I have to do that?
Yes.
More or less, they are telling you, didn't tell me it was wrong
Before
all that
yeah.
time. Now that I've formed my personality, what I want to become, you are now telling me it's wrong. So-
I agree because most people don't know this about me. When I had my third child,
Yes.
I did a study for a year with Open University. I wanted to know how children learn,
Yes.
how they develop. It took me 3 children to recognize, okay, I need to know more.
Yes.
Because at the time I had 2 older children. One was in teenager stage and one was in primary school stage.
Yes.
And I had a baby. And I'm like, these are 3 different stages of,
Yes.
of children I have right here, right
Yes.
now. What do I do with each stage, of their life?
That's right.
And I took a study of how children develop
Yes.
from 0 to 5.
That's
what
right.
you're talking about
That's
there
right.
from 5 to 19.
That's right, yes.
And I'm like, wow, I did not know this. And I'm glad I did study because I get to understand how my son is going, what he's going through at his age at that time.
That's
And
right.
my daughter, what she was feeling, how she learned, how she developed.
That's
and I
right.
didn't know there were so many different learning styles
That's
as well.
right, yes.
Our children learn,
That's right.
tactile, audio,
Yes,
physical,
yes.
visual.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, parents need to know this,
That's
and
right.
I'm so glad that I had that chance at that time to understood and especially with the baby at the time, because
Yes.
I get to help her right now. Now she's so clever, you know. I'm like that probably have something to do with me at the time when I did that study, and when I run into you again and see this book and it's with God and all the things that I've learned, I'm like,
Yes.
wow,
Yes.
Yemi has put it in all one book.
That's
So I
right.
am really encouraging everybody to get a copy. It's on Amazon, right?
Yes, it is on Amazon.
New moms, even if you're a mom who had 3, 4, 5 kids, it doesn't matter, because there's things that we don't know.
That's right, yes.
And even things that we know and somebody else put in a different way, so
That's right.
one could understand.
Yes.
So yeah, so please go ahead and read this book. It's amazing.